Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight I wanted to jump on and continue the conversation that I started the other day regarding James Charles. I know that a lot of you are upset as I am about this, so I figured I would just do another video. We can continue the conversation. I'll give you guys some of my more updated recent thoughts, so if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so here's the thing. I'm going to share some of my more recent thoughts, and then I'm also going to go through this Reddit sort of page on the Beauty Guru Chatter. I follow this on Reddit. I'm going to link it down below because this mega thread has a ton of information, people sharing their thoughts, and it's really informative just as a kind of guide on where to see videos, hear other people's opinions, so on and so forth. It's sort of organized into one page. But here's the thing that keeps replaying in my head. It's the problem of so many of his young fans continuing to excuse this behavior. And I understand that they are young. However, I do think that at this point in time, if YouTube or some of his sponsors or people that work with him would come forward and say, we are not co-signing this behavior, we are done with James Charles, that would get the ball rolling to possibly show his young audience that this is not what you do. This is not what you do, so much to the point that it is illegal. And this man, who is now sitting in his mansion out in LA, able to film his little video and say how he's alone and all of the things. If this was any other person, this individual would be in jail right now. Yet, because he is rich and popular, he's able to sit in the comfort of his own home, film YouTube fake apologies, and try to pin everything on being desperate, blame, and all of the above. I also realize anytime I give my opinion on if I had kids, this is what I would be doing right now. Some people don't like that because I don't have kids, but I will always say I still think that you can be a logical thinker and share opinions on if I had kids, this is what I would do. Depending on the age of the child, if they are aware of who James Charles is, I do think that this could also be an opportunity for a conversation between the parent and the child or children. So many kids watch James online, and it is so insane to me that in the back of my mind, I feel like he's going to get away with this. I feel like people are going to be outraged for a while, and if charges are not brought against him, even though he sat on video admitting to crimes, if the charges are not brought forward and if YouTube doesn't do anything about it, the sponsors don't do anything about it, and people just have outrage and then stop talking about it, this could just go away. And that would be the biggest slap in the face to everybody that he has affected. I said before, whatever his little fake apology that he put up is not mine to accept. However, it is just gut-wrenching to watch this guy be able to post this YouTube video and go on as if, you know, life is norm. You know, what's he gonna do? Take a break on social media and off of YouTube and then let the talk, the chatter die down and come back with another collab? Anyone who has collabed with him, I want to give you guys this example. He put up this video of, I bet my friends $100,000 I could beat them in Mario Kart. Granted, I'm not a subscriber of James, but I did see this video, and there are people in this video who should be not associated with James Charles, and in fact, they need to be denouncing his behavior right now. So some of these kids I don't know, but I know Manny MUA is in this, Gabriel Zamora, and there looks to be like a couple TikTokers. I don't know these kids, you guys. However, the fact that this came out on March 26th, 2021, when This is a pattern. Again, this is not something that just came out of the blue and is getting attention now. These are patterns of his behavior. This has been happening, and he continues to do the same thing, act like he's sorry, and does the exact same thing all over again. These are crimes against children, and he should be in jail, in my opinion. It is just so ridiculous to me that these people, like these kids, are leaving comments like, you know, nothing's going on. I love this. Love you, James. Mario Kart Wii. I mean, there are some calling him for what he is, but it's just baffling to me. You know, YouTube stepped up when it came to David Dobrik, and even though David was, you know, he orchestrated a crime, James committed a crime against minors. So where is YouTube in all of this? Why isn't Morphe dropping James Charles? So sickening. I mean, I don't shop with Morphe anyway, but if I did, I would have stopped shopping with them a very long time ago, seeing how they have continued to support James even though he has shown a pattern of behavior. So I want to read some of these comments, and again, I will list this down below for you guys if you're interested. So this person said, the whole desperation excuse is something that is just, nobody is buying into that. Like, being desperate is going on a lot of blind dates until you find someone who you mesh with. Desperate is not soliciting inappropriate photos and sending inappropriate photos to minors. And I'm so tired of the, oh, well, the kids lied. It's up to the adult in the situation to make sure that whoever they are communicating with is of age. And these survivors of James did not look 18. If you've seen the photos, you know what I mean. These were children. So I'm not buying this, oh, well, they said they were 18 and I just believe them. That holds no weight with me. So this person said, doubt the guy wants a relationship because, one, instead of trying to date an adult and try to get to know their personality and ask them out for a date, he is constantly sexting with random people. Pressuring people for nudes is not the way to get a boyfriend. James either has an impossible standard or he never made actual efforts to date adult men. I mean, we never heard of him getting close or to date anyone. And someone from James's high school came forward and shared that allegedly he had catfished the soccer team for inappropriate photos as well. So this is a pattern that goes all the way back to supposedly his days in high school. This is not something new that just came up. He needs professional help, and I hope that he seeks it. But on top of him seeking help for himself, YouTube needs to step up, and any brand that works with him needs to step up and let people know we do not support this behavior. It's long overdue, but now is better than never. YouTube should suspend monetization on his account like they did with Shane. It's disgusting they haven't already. Exactly. He downplays the accusations. Even in his accountability video, he continuously brings up Tati as if to remind us that he was falsely accused before and that he's the true victim here. And then constantly claims to be embarrassed. Embarrassed, call me crazy, but that's not an appropriate reaction to being caught preying on children. He constantly drifts on the excuse that he was just a little baby boy who doesn't know any better. You're 22 next month, James. If you were a woman, you would already be, people would be claiming you're pushing 25. Time to grow up. And I think that this is a really deep-seated issue with him, And I always encourage people to seek help if they need it, whether that's, physical or mental health, it doesn't matter. Seek help, accept the help when it's offered to you. And in the meantime, it also doesn't mean that you need to continue generating millions of dollars off your views on YouTube. This really bugged me too. It wasn't flirty. Flirty implies an innocent communication. He was soliciting and sending them to children. He would have just been trying to frame it for the video, but it's still irritating. Why is this guy sitting out in the free world, you guys? And I think Peter Mon also did a video, and he made a great point. It's mentioned here too. He made the comparison saying a lot of people are desperate for money, but most don't go robbing banks. And I think that just hits the nail on the head. Desperation is something that every human being experiences at one point or another. But like in my video the other day, if you're desperate for love, you go on a whole bunch of blind dates, and you might date people that you don't really mesh with. That could be considered desperation. I went on, 20 blind dates this month because I'm really desperate for a relationship. It's not soliciting children. This is just, Someone said, when the fuck are brands gonna drop him? What is it going to take? This is fucking ridiculous. It's really unbelievable that anyone still supports him. If someone talked to me the way he talked to those boys, I would call him an a-hole with no boundaries. And he exerted that pressure not only to his own fans, but on his fans who are also minors. It's nauseating that anyone is still supporting him. The reason that people are still supporting him is because his fans are young. They are young, and they are not being guided by the adults in their life to say, listen, this is wrong. James Charles, I realize that you like to watch his content, assuming that the parents are aware. This is wrong, this is illegal, and have a conversation with them. Obviously, make it age appropriate, but I also believe that the conversation can be guided in a way for the child to understand that these actions have consequences, as they should, and this is not someone that deserves a platform. So I just went back and I looked on the like to dislike ratio, and right now it has 246,000 likes to 110,000 dislikes. So that ratio is changing. It's getting a little bit better, but this is still absolutely embarrassing. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is a great example. Your true fans will believe you and try their best to support you in this tough time. No, James does not deserve support. This is someone who has done illegal activities. This is someone who needs to pay for his crimes, and he has admitted to those crimes on his channel. Why are people so tough on James? Oh, here's another one. Humans all make mistakes, and James is a human like us all. Obviously, he didn't mean for this to happen. Oh, knowingly soliciting inappropriate photos from minors? I believe that that is pretty intentional. Why isn't he losing any subscribers? Exactly. Oh, here's another one. Literally, this girl looks like she's 10 years old. James, post on your Insta story, please. I hope you're okay. No. They set you up. For sure they did that for clout. Wrong again. It's ridiculous to me. This comment section is a joke, and it really speaks to how young and clueless his subscribers are. That's why this video has almost 250,000 likes. It is appalling behavior. YouTube is days overdue, weeks overdue to step up and let people know that they aren't going to co-sign for someone who has done illegal activities with children. So either way, I wanted to share this with you guys. I also want to make sure that I link this Reddit down below, because if you guys are following this story, it's a good place to sort of see what other people are thinking. You know, it's just crazy. So someone said, David Dobrik began losing sponsors a few days to a week after his article came out. I'm assuming they have to have meetings and talk to the influencer. It doesn't happen overnight. However, this is a pattern with James. So again, this is not something that just came out of left field, you know, and the truth is out there now. This is a pattern, and that's why people are saying, why are people still supporting him? Why isn't YouTube saying anything? It is time for YouTube to let people know that James Charles is done. James Charles is done on this platform. He is admitted to illegal activities, point blank, period, involving children. Ship him off to wherever he's going to go. Get him off of YouTube. So that's my opinion on this. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.